Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
And I think she's probably been putting that because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Discuss the drama. One of the most surprising disputes in the history of daytime television just shook the industry, and this one is really hot. Following a flurry of lawsuits and social media pandemonium, Joy Behar, the seasoned co-host of The View, has officially left the show. However, what could possibly force away one of the most? As we delve into the astounding specifics of what transpired and why Joy Behar's departure has ignited the gossip world, prominent and outspoken figures in daytime television should brace themselves for this story, which is full of controversy, irony, and finger-pointing.
I'm stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in that.
Thus, it all began during a recent episode of The View, which is known for its contentious discussions and ferocious clashes. While talking about Carol, Joy Behar said something that made jaws fall to the ground. Behar implied that Leavitt, the recently appointed White House press secretary in Donald Trump's administration, was hired solely for her appearance. You heard correctly.
Karoline Leavitt, she's just 27 years old. Boy, was she giving it to the Trump haters in her first White House.
That's not a slight. It's a full-on plunge into controversy. Now, remember that Leavitt, at 27, is the youngest person to ever serve as White House press secretary. Despite her advanced age, she has a long list of accomplishments, including serving as the communications director for prominent Republican campaigns and even in Trump's first administration. However, Behar ignored her qualifications and only focused on her appearance. This remark caused a firestorm instead of just upsetting a few people. Even several of Behar's co-hosts became clearly uneasy, and the audience immediately reacted by gasping. Former Trump administration employee Elisa Farah Griffin was quick to respond, pointing out that it was only her first press briefing and that if you thought the live reaction was tense, wait till you hear what occurred online. Following this, social media was flooded with angry comments. The hypocrisy of the statement was criticized by both supporters and detractors from all political spectrums, particularly in light of Behar's lengthy history of supporting feminism and women's liberation. One user said, "A Republican would be crucified if they said something even somewhat similar." Someone else said, "Once again, Joy Behar has shown that the viewpoint only encourages women who share their beliefs."
Something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something.
And things didn't end there. Karoline L. herself made the decision that she would not tolerate this, and rather than making a statement, Leavitt took the aggressive route and sued Behar, charging her with character assassination and slander. The libel suit, in addition to being untrue, Behar's remarks were malicious and intended to damage Leavitt's reputation. This lawsuit wasn't merely a shock. It was a direct assault on Behar and ABC, the network that produced The View.
Without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that.
ABC executives were apparently frantically trying to decide whether to suspend Behar, apologize publicly, or take the nuclear option of severing their relationship with her, as panic reportedly broke out behind the scenes. Overall, it seemed like the employees at The View were split, with some Behar has been in the center of debates previously, but this time the stakes were considerably higher. That being said, some quietly acknowledged that the matter had gotten out of hand while others rushed to his defense. Due to the lawsuit and the overwhelming public outcry, ABC found itself in a difficult situation.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on look?
Adding gasoline to the fire, rumors started to circulate that ABC executives had been holding emergency meetings behind the scenes for days before Behar left the company. According to network insiders, executives were in panic, with some of them worried that the lawsuit would worsen the network's already dire reputation. Despite previous criticism for the frequently divisive content, this particular scandal was deemed particularly harmful because of its potential legal ramifications. One insider characterized the network's environment as tense and chaotic, with executives attempting to strike a balance between their internal loyalty and the mounting external pressure to take action.
It's not. So first of all, and I have had my objections to the job that Karine Jean-Pierre did, but she worked in policies for 21 years, 5 presidential campaigns, and worked in 2 administrations.
Attention wasn't limited to the executive level. Employees at The View were said to be divided into 2 groups. Some were ardently loyal to Beard, claiming that her remark about Leavitt was inappropriate, but didn't warrant such harsh criticism. Others felt that her remark went too far and was unjustifiable, particularly for someone who professes to support women's accomplishments. An anonymous employee reportedly informed the publication. Although Joy had previously gotten us into trouble, this time it feels as though recovery is impossible. Legal experts from various news outlets debated whether Behar's comments qualified as defamatory, and the issue of ABC's liability in the lawsuit further complicated matters. It was reported that the division among staff members created a toxic work environment, with rumors that other co-hosts might also face fallout from the scandal. Some argued that Litt's claim had a strong basis, particularly the particular and Behar's remarks' personal tone. Others, however, stated that Leavitt might find it difficult to demonstrate malice, which is a crucial element in defamation cases involving public figures. Regardless, the legal battle ahead is expected to be messy, with ABC possibly caught in the crossfire. One expert pointed out that even if the network makes an effort to distance itself from Behar, the fact that they permitted the comment to air could hold them partially accountable in the eyes of a jury.
Is the press secretary at the White House doing a great job? Such a great job that the ladies at The View feel the green monster coming upon.
However, Leavitt hasn't avoided the spotlight since the issue. In an exclusive interview with the conservative media outlet, she stepped up her criticism of Behar, calling the remark not only sexist, but also incredibly unprofessional. Leavitt also took advantage of the chance to emphasize her credentials, citing her background and achievements as evidence that her appointment as press secretary was earned rather than given to her based just on appearance. Motivated her followers, with many applauding her poise and her choice to defend herself against what they perceived to be an unfounded attack. Then came the surprise announcement that nobody had anticipated. While the network's statement was ambiguous, stating that Joy Behar had chosen to step away and wishing her the best, ABC formally confirmed that she was leaving the show. The announcement came just days after Leavitt filed her lawsuit, which led many to speculate that this wasn't a voluntary departure. Claimed that the show's future was effectively protected by ABC executives pushing her out. Let's face it, the show has survived storms before, but this particular scandal may have been too much to handle. The public's response to Behar's departure has been mixed, to put it mildly, with some applauding her departure and saying it's time she was held accountable for her divisive comments. One fan said that ABC Network should be shut down in order to resolve all of the issues, while another remarked, "I can't get why that specific show is still on or was even broadcast in the first place." But some devoted watchers of the show are lamenting the passing of one of its most vocal voices. They contend that political pressure led to Behar's departure and that ABC gave in to outside pressure. Conservative pundits, on the other hand, are celebrating this as a significant gain because they see it as a unique instance of accountability in what they see as a biased media landscape.
Don't like this woman, she's a good communicator, and so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked.
Moreover, let us not overlook the irony of it all. Behar has spent years portraying herself as an advocate for women's rights and empowerment. She has frequently chastised others for making demeaning remarks about women, but in a single instance, she was able to undermine everything she claimed to stand for. This hypocrisy has not gone unnoticed, as many have pointed out that her comment about Leavitt was the very thing she spent her career criticizing. So what does? For starters, this means for The View, the show is currently reaching a turning point. Joy Behar's loss creates a huge gap because she was one of its defining voices. ABC will need to carefully think about who, if anyone, will take her place. Will they choose a more vocal liberal voice or try to balance the panel with a more conservative viewpoint? In any case, it's obvious that the show is going to have a difficult time regaining the public's confidence and credibility.
Hey, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
The future of Joy Behar is still up in the air. Will she resist the lawsuit and try to clear her name, or will she quietly disappear from the public eye, leaving a legacy as one of the most divisive personalities on daytime television? What about Karoline Leavitt? Her choice to sue Behar has undoubtedly increased her notoriety, but it has also placed her at the center of a media circus. Will this legal dispute benefit her cause, or will it backfire?
But even factoring in that she's a nice-looking lady, I love that the Liv's attacks on conservatives right now are that we're hot and cool.
With public trust in mainstream media already at an all-time low, this controversy may be the tipping point for the public's perception of whether the show can recover or whether it is the beginning of the end for one of television's most popular shows. One thing is certain, though, this drama is far from over. The fallout from Bart's departure and the ongoing lawsuit will likely dominate headlines for weeks, if not months to come. Renowned Talk shows, what do you think of ABC's decision to let Joy Behar go? Did she get kicked out unfairly? Can the show continue without one of its most notorious hosts? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And remember to like. Additionally, subscribe to receive all the most recent updates on this major scandal. This story is only beginning, so be sure to check back for additional surprises and shocking revelations. See you later.